Hey guys, it's Missy, and today I'm going to be doing my December TBR. And welcome to Vlogmas.
Is you.
So, today is the start of Vlogmas, and I'm bringing you my December TBR. So let's get started with all the books that I hope to read. So, the first book that I am going to be reading in the month of December is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. This is one of my most anticipated books of the year. I did get the audiobook version the day it came out, but I just haven't had time to read it. So, I am going to be reading this one first thing in December. So the synopsis on Goodreads says, a timeless love story set in a secret underground world, a place of pirates, painters, lovers, liars, and ships that sail upon a starless sea. Zachary Ezra Rollins is a graduate student in Vermont when he discovers a mysterious book hidden in the stacks. As he turns the pages, entranced by tales of lovelorn prisoners, key collectors, and nameless acolytes, he reads something strange, a story from his own childhood. Bewildered by this inexplicable book and desperate to make sense of how his own life came to be recorded, Zachary uncovers a series of clues, a bee, a key, and a sword that led him to a masquerade party in New York, to a secret club, and through a doorway to an ancient library hidden far below the surface of the earth. What Zachary finds in this curious place is more than just a buried home for books and their guardians. It's a place of lost cities and seas, lovers who pass notes under doors and across time, and of the stories whispered by the dead. Zachary learns of those who have sacrificed much to protect this realm, relinquish their sight and their tongues to preserve this archive, and also those who are intent on its destruction, together with Mirabelle, a fierce, pink-haired protector of the place, and Dorian, a handsome, barefoot man with shifting alliances. Zachary travels the twisting tunnels, darkened stairwells, crowded ballrooms, and sweetly soaked shores of this magical world, discovering his in both the mysterious book and in his own life. So, I am very excited about this one. I loved The Night Circus, which is Erin Morgenstern's first book, and I just cannot wait to read her next one. So the next book that's on my TBR, The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Let's see, can you guys see that? This I know is supposed to be an adult fantasy standalone, and it is Samantha Shannon's first adult novel, if I am correct. But the synopsis says, a world divided, a queendom without an heir, an ancient enemy awakens. The house of Berethnet has ruled Innis for 1,000 years. Still unwed, Queen Sabrin the Ninth must conceive a daughter to protect her realm from destruction, but assassins are getting closer to her door. Iad Duran is an outsider at court, though she has risen to the position of lady-in-waiting. She is loyal to a hidden society of mages. Iad keeps a watchful eye on Sabrin, secretly protecting her with forbidden magic. across the dark sea. Tane has trained all her life to be a dragon rider, but is forced to make a choice that could see her life unravel. Meanwhile, the divided East and West refuse to parley, and forces of chaos are rising from their sleep. So, I know that this one is supposed to have dragons, and I'm quite excited about the dragons. And it sounds really awesome. So, the next few books that I do have here physically. I want to finish The Fiery Cross by Diana Gabaldon. This is the 5th book in the Outlander series, and I love this series and cannot wait to continue. This follows Jamie and Claire, who Claire starts off in the first book, Outlander, as a woman who travels through time, and Jamie is the Highland Scottish man that she meets and ends up falling for. And I love those two. So I plan to finish The Fiery Cross in December. I also plan to pick up Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. This one I am super intrigued about because I enjoyed her first book quite a lot. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing what she does with this one. But the synopsis of this says, Elizabeth has known that as long as she has known anything. Raised as a foundling in one of Ostermere's great libraries, Elizabeth has grown up among the tools of sorcery, magical grimoires that whisper on the shelves and rattle beneath iron chains. If provoked, they transform into grotesque monsters of ink and leather. She hopes to become a warden, charged with protecting the kingdom from their power. Then an act of sabotage releases the library's most dangerous grimoire. Elizabeth's desperate intervention implicates her in the crime. She is torn from her home to face justice in the capital, with no one to turn to but her sworn enemy, the sorcerer Nathaniel Thorne, and his mysterious demonic servant. She finds herself entangled in a centuries-old conspiracy. Not only could the great libraries go up in flames, but the world along with them. And her alliance with Nathaniel grows stronger. As her alliance with Nathaniel grows stronger, Elizabeth starts to question everything she's been taught about sorcerers, about the library she so loves, even about herself. For Elizabeth has a power that she has never guessed and a future she could never imagine. Then the last one that I have on my TBR, as one that I really do want to read this month, is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. This one I don't know a whole lot about, but I've heard people kind of refer to this as a D&D adventure with adventurers who have gone off, done their adventures, come back home, gotten kind of old, and are now required to go back on another adventure. So the back says, glory never gets old. Clay Cooper and his band were once the best of the best, the most feared and renowned crew of mercenaries this side of the Heartwild. Okay. Their glory days long past, the Merces have grown apart and grown old, fat, drunk, or a combination of the three. Then an ex-bandmate turns up at Clay's door with a plea for help. the kind of mission that only the very brave or the very stupid would sign up for. So I have heard a lot of great things about this series, and I've had this book for probably almost a year now, and I really want to get to it to see what everybody thinks of these. So those are the 5 books that I have for sure on my TBR for this month. So this is them, plus the 2 that I'm going to read on my ebook. But let's see. Those are the ones that I plan to read in the month of December. If you've read any of these, please let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions. And if you don't like any of these, let me know what you're going to be reading in December. I'd love to know and chat with you down below. I am going to put out a video every day in the month of December, and I hope you guys have a great one. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!